Yo all, and welcome to a brand new video! So, I actually just binged the entire Game of Thrones. That may or may not be the reason as to why uploads have slowed recently, but I felt like I deserved the break, which is what everyone says to themselves after they take a break. So with that said and done, I felt like a great thing and fun experience to have would be to go through the top posts of all time on the r/freefolk subreddit, being that the first thing I did after finishing Game of Thrones was, well, I mean, look up the hentai, and second, figure out exactly what everyone was saying about the 8th season, because, I mean, yes, it was pretty bad, and I love watching bad things and watching people make fun of bad things. Am I weird for liking chaos? I like to think not. I like to think chaos is a ladder. So with that said and done, the most upvoted thing on the entire Game of Thrones subreddit, 30,000 upvotes, and this becomes a Lord of the Rings subreddit. The 150,000 upvotes. Yeah, after Game of Thrones ends, immediately just like, all right. Everyone that's been saying Game of Thrones better than Lord of the Rings the whole time, nah, we're going straight to the Lord of the Rings. I prefer Lord of the Rings personally, but I did very much enjoy Game of Thrones. I thought it was pretty amazing, at least until that last season or two. Petition to cancel episode 6 and reboot the show from this very instance with 2 full seasons and proper writers. Yeah, that would be very nice. That would be very nice. It's so sad. It's so sad. Dude, it's so crazy because I was so invested. It's like, can you imagine actually watching Game of Thrones for a decade and then getting that ending? That's actually pathetic. I have to say, I watched the whole thing in like a few weeks. And I feel for your pain. I feel let down, and it was only a few weeks, not a decade. Jon arriving at the wall for his punishment. Yo! Yeah. After reading last night's post-episode, okay. For 8 years, the Army of the Dead was hyped as an unstoppable enemy. Yeah, that was the most disappointing thing ever. For 8 years, the Army of the Dead was hyped as an unstoppable enemy. Yet the Night King is defeated by a sneak attack, really? Yes, but Arya trained as an assassin. I don't care how badass Arya is, it's about the Night King's purpose. Southern houses, as those no one else witnessed the threat he posed. It's true. The resident will scoff at the Night King as a northern joke. And they literally did. Many might not agree, but if the northern forces had lost at Winterfell or fallen back to Mount Caden or further south, other houses could have seen how truly terrifying the Army of the Dead was meant to be. Not to mention, no vital characters died during the Battle of Winterfell. How could you say that? Mormont is dead, Beric, Ed. I said vital. Everyone else's plot armor is thicker than Pod's rod. But they're all great fighters. Yeah, great fighters. Daenerys never swung a sword, yet she somehow survives. Yes, but Jon is surrounded. Just waltzes into Winterfell. Do you hear my complaints? This is so sad. Now we can bitch and moan till we're all a bunch of ollies. Oh no. We must accept D&D's decision and be thankful we have Game of Thrones at all. They aren't perfect, but no one is. Life is too full or it's too short. We are r/freefolk. We whinge, but do not kneel to despair. Now go shitpost. Go leak the next episode now. Yeah, so, kind of sad, not gonna lie. It's a little bit disappointing, that epic battle. Dude, I can't believe it wasn't the final battle. Even I, who was expecting the end to be bad, because I heard about all the memes about how the ending of Game of Thrones is actually pathetic, even I still expected the battle against the undead people to be the final battle. Didn't expect them to kill them like halfway through the season, where the climax was this pathetic slaughter. Oh, no. Dude. I'm the only one like this, but I love that it was bad just to make fun of the people that were invested. It's such a bad personality trait, but I love it so much. Game of Thrones was on TV for a decade, had a stranglehold on popular culture, ended so poorly that literally the moment it ended, its cultural influence dissolved. It's amazing. Yo, honestly, I think it's a powerful lesson to us all. Like, straight up, it teaches us a thing or two about culture. One false move, and your entire empire can shatter. Jaime Lannister is the naughtiest gay bitch I've ever met. Do not trust him. He's a ugly slut. Yes. Writing into the book at the end. Yes. Sam, what if we invented democracy? Everyone else laughter, you dumb bitch. Democracy. Yeah, I felt like they knew that the ending of Game of Thrones was going to be a huge meme. So they just memed it up. Gotta respect them that they knew that it was crap. It appears D&D do not wish to attend their own trial. Yes. When Dan and David are not going to Comic-Con. This is so sad. Comic-Con all of a sudden blows up. When you do nothing in the group project but still get an A! Dude, I think the best part was like 2 episodes earlier. It's like, yo, Bran, you should become the Lord of Winterfell. I cannot become the Lord of Winterfell. You see, I am living in the past, not the present. I cannot possibly rule. 2 episodes later, you should become the king of the entire country. Yes, I will do that. In season 1, episode 1, Jaime Lannister pushes Bran Stark out of a window. This is subtle foreshadowing for season 8, episode 5, where 8 seasons of Jaime's character development are similarly thrown out the window. Dude, Jaime probably had the most character development in the entire show. And then he dies simping for Cersei once again. Absolute legend. Legacy of a bad ending. Ended almost 20 years ago. Fandom going strong and millions still rewatch. Ended 10 years ago. Fandom going strong and millions still rewatch. Ended 1 year ago. Fandom is dead. No one wants to rewatch. This is so sad. Jaime Lannister's Kingslayer level is so high he tried to kill the king 8 seasons ago. What a Chad, look at this dude. Game of Thrones failed to win a single Golden Globe for its 8th and final season. This is so sad. So am I tripping, or would it have been 10 times better if Jon demanded trial by combat and fought Grey Worm for his freedom? What? I didn't even think of that. No, I think they outlawed trial by... Well, there's no king anymore. Trial by combat's kind of a scam anyway. Not a huge fan of the idea. Warhorn that Sam found in season 2. Bran's warging powers, Arya's face swapping abilities, Jon's heritage, Night King and lore, 20,000 Golden Company soldiers. Shout out to all these things having zero impact on the story. Actual footage of the writers after episode 3.
Ve por la paellera. Venga, que las 2 de la tarde ya están aquí. Mira el bañador.
The greatest battle on television.
Todo despeinado porque no me dio tiempo nada.
Finally, the long night is here.
Y el bañador.
Thousands of theories.
Voy a la playa, había subido la marea.
Yeah, it was one long night. That's what it was called. It's called the long night. Not the long nights. It was just one really long night. Oh my god, Game of Thrones, why? Tyrion, the king shall be Bran the Broken. Yeah, actually, just Bran is cool. Bran the busted up, okay. Or Bran the wheelie legs, no feeling. Rip J.D. Lannister, you deserve to be much more than dying from a building toppling by a dragon. Oh my god! Yo, Shrek is literally so good at memes, it memes the future. The 8th season was so insultingly bad that the people about to be locked in their houses for weeks on end and no one is gonna rewatch Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones season 8, Daenerys' last words are, "We break the wheel together," which spelled backwards says, "Red goat liwe et carb oo," which doesn't make sense, just like the rest of season 8. Wow, thank you for pointing this out. I needed this. When my elephants are grown, we will take back what was stolen from. Finally. The sub at this moment, free folk. Look at her. Yes. Okay, why did the Lord of Light bring me back? Your little sister's going to kill the Night King and it'll mean a lot to her if you showed up. No, yeah, why? Jon Snow didn't really do much. Legally changing my daughter's name from Khaleesi to Chernobyl. Yikes. This is why Tormund Giantsbane is the best character, at least in season 8. What an absolute legend. Believes in equality for women, loves the big woman just the way she is. When rejected by a woman, doesn't flip out, calls the women's names, causes scene. Even in drunken stupor, he handles the rejection well, and still respects the big woman. Hashtag be like Tormund. Let's go. Yo, this man, not only does he have the glorious beard in all of Game of Thrones, but he is an absolute Chad. Nothing but respect for Tormund Giantsbane. He suckled a giant at the teat for 3 months. Did you know that? Signing petition because you hope HBO will redo season 8. Signing petition because chaos is a ladder. Let's go! Chaos is a ladder, boys. Yo, Baelish, one thing I gotta say. Baelish was a freaking good character. I liked him. Yes. When you see a random cat on the pavement, cat! All hail Aragorn, son of Arathorn, king of Arnor and Gondor, an incredibly satisfying arc. Yes. The slavers re-entering Slavers Bay after hearing of Dany's death. Let's go! Oh god. Our free folk really raised 200,000 in total for Amelia and Kit and still continue to rip in season 8 daily. It'd be like that. Petition to change this subreddit into a Witcher subreddit. Remember when Dany was devastated because one of her dragons killed one innocent child? I do remember that vaguely, yes. Yo, I love how this subreddit just became a bash the ending of Game of Thrones subreddit. When you're dead, but so is your bitch of a wife or F-boy brother, your inbred bastard, your son is set to inherit Storm's End, banged the Stark girl that killed the guy who defeated the Dothraki horde in an open field, and now everyone wants to assassinate the Targaryen horde like you wanted. I see this as an absolute win. Let's go. Robert has been remembered through the generations for some really impressive lines like, "Silence, woman." Honestly, that's the only thing I really remember. Oh, and he also said more wine. Right, he said those two things. That it's changed the entire dynasty to follow him. He's an advocate of true gender equality, I suppose. Shout out to the woman who dragged Bran the Broken everywhere for 3 seasons only to never be mentioned again. Shout out to her. Before you scroll past, give Ghost a pet because John didn't. Yo, it's so funny. I heard that they didn't get John to pet Ghost because the CGI was too expensive. What? Oh my god, what a meme. So season 8 was a complete shit show, but our free folk went from 450,000 to 1 million subs in 3 months. Chaos is a ladder. Let's go! Dude, I've been saying this my whole life. Before even watching Game of Thrones, I've been vibing the chaos is a ladder idea. That's why I don't mind speaking my mind and flinging poop at people that deserve to have poop flung at them. Anyway, I want to thank Game of Thrones for reminding us that Tyrion knew a secret way in and out of the Red Keep, and for some reason never once suggested simply sending in some soldiers to assassinate Cersei to prevent a war. Bruh, that... Oh my god. Oh my god, that's true. Dude, one of my complaints at the end of At the end of Game of Thrones, every battle was kind of Tyrion saying, yes, I developed the sewers of Casterly Rock, and I have developed a secret entranceway. Oh my god, you really are a brilliant military strategist. You see, Jaime, there's a secret exit from the Red Keep. It's like, they build up Tyrion to be like the smartest character ever, Hand of the King, literally does nothing. Does not pull a single big brain move in the entire season finale. Me trying to figure out how Dungeons and Dragons ruined Game of Thrones. Imagine if in episode 5, the Emperor had been killed by Chewbacca 30 minutes into the movie. And then later, Leia snapped and started massacring Ewoks for no reason. Turned out Luke had no real significance in the story all along. That's how bad Game of Thrones Season 8 was. If Brienne died in episode 3, right after completing her character arc, would have made more sense for depressed Jaime to return to Cersei. I mean, Jaime returning to Cersei was just basically him being a simp after all. It was aid. Doctor, most of your medical issues could have been solved with a healthy diet and exercise. Americans, give me something for the pain and let me die. My face when I found out that they filled the seams of Tormund and Brienne for the finale and then cut them in favor of Tyrion rearranging the chairs. What? No, that can't be real. What? No way. Everyone else finds it poetic that despite being born unsullied, Grey Worm ended up being a massive dick. True. I am dressed up as a Game of Thrones writer. You could tell due to the complete lack of effort I put into finishing the costume. Best cosplay I've ever seen. Honestly, straight up, Game of Thrones hentai has better climaxes than season 8 of Game of Thrones. I think that that's pretty impressive. When your daughter couldn't keep a secret for a day that you kept for 18 years until the day you died. War was easier than daughters. Yeah. Tyrion, Jon is a Targaryen. Sansa, you're still talking with me. Game of Thrones traded porn level nudity for porn level writing. Yo, that's such a good call. Oh my god. An episode where Arya says, I know a killer when I see one, after Daenerys has already massacred an entire city, is going to win a writing Emmy. Picture of my girlfriend bringing up past arguments to win the current one. There is Daenerys. Why would Sansa do this? This is so sad. Cersei in episode 6. Yay! When Game of Thrones panel at Comic-Con started, you realize D&D are the only ones who haven't shown up. No! I just made that joke. Be a dragon. Just flap away. Yes. Daenerys, I will not be queen of the ashes, Jaime. I'm done with my sister, Sandor. Perhaps there's more to life than revenge. Bran, I can't be lord of anything. Arya, we are family. We should stick together. All of them in the last minute. Oh, wait, I've changed my mind. When you play an evil guy in Game of Thrones so good that you get hired to play Hitler. Nobody shampoo in the bathroom. Don't drop it. Okay. When you rewatch this scene and realize Bran screaming father and Ned look back means absolutely nothing. Of course it didn't. Why would that mean something? God. Nipples when it's cold out. Yes. Yeah. Meat bites into burger. Everything on the opposite end of the burger. Don't let small details ruin this long-awaited reunion. Wait, what? You've got to be kidding me. While we kind of forgotten that Muriel was a wolf? This was supposed to be like her reuniting with her wolf from the first... No, there's a certain level of incompetence that's just deniable. There's no way that they were this incompetent. What? Dude, I saw this great meme where Tyrion's actual actor was like, yes, Tyrion said that we should hide everyone into the crypt where all the dead people are because the enemy is here reviving all the dead people. It's like, what? How can you actually, oh my God, this is so sad. Oh my... All right, I'm wrapping it up here, boys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely subscribe so I can destroy other fan bases and other subreddits. And, well, this subreddit did a great job destroying itself. So, honestly, my job was done here before I even got here. Oh, this is why, honestly, the Game of Thrones hentai is not disappointing. So, if you stick to the hentai and consider that the source material and the show, the spin-off, you will not be disappointed. The climax are next level. There are no disappointing endings in Game of Thrones hentai. So with that said and done, have yourselves a most wonderful evening. Subscribe, goddammit, and hit the bell. And remember to stay weird, fam.